Quick check-in. When was the last time you put yourself on your own priority list? And no, answering emails from bed doesn't count. Welcome to the Balance Recruiter, a slightly unhinged, definitely honest, and occasionally helpful space where we talk about burnout, balance, identity shifts, and why your to-do list somehow gets longer every time you cross something off. Hi, I'm Chastity, former recruiter turned beauty sales lead, professional plate spinner, laundry dodger, proud puppy mom, and someone who's currently somewhere in between protecting my peace and reminding myself I don't need to earn rest. And honestly, I'm resisting the urge to disappear to the Azores. Geothermal hot springs, ocean views, little villages, delicious food, walking through central farmers markets where local cheeses and fresh bread is filling the air, and the kind of quiet that makes you realize you've been running for a really long time. So the other day, I came across a LinkedIn post that basically said, your job can be replaced, your health can't. And honestly, I agreed. But then I kept thinking about it because I don't think that's actually the biggest problem. I think the bigger problem is how often we treat ourselves like we're replaceable. We say things like, I'll go to the doctor after this busy season. I'll take PTO next quarter. I'll start working out when life calms down. I'll call my family or my really good friend this weekend. I'll rest after I finish this project. And somehow, there's always another project, another email, another meeting, another reason to put ourselves last. And one day, you'll wake up and realize you've become the last person you're taking care of. All right, slightly unhinged thought. What if your company isn't the only thing treating you like you're replaceable? What if you are too? I know. I don't like that question either. Because every time we say, I'll deal with me later, I'll take care of myself later, we're quietly telling ourselves, I can wait. Everything else has become more important than you. And eventually, later turns into years. And here's the question that really hit me. What pieces of yourself have you traded away for productivity, for approval, for proving yourself? Maybe it was your health. Maybe it was your creativity. Maybe it was your family dinners or a celebration that you're looking forward to. Maybe it was weekends that actually felt like weekends. And here's the thing. Most companies didn't ask for all of that. Somewhere along the way, we volunteered it. We volunteered ourselves, our own sanity, our own health. We put everything else before us. I think so many of us live like real life starts after the next promotion, after the next vacation, after the next busy season. But newsflash, there's always a busy season. There's always something going on. But what if this is your life? What if there isn't some magical point where everything slows down? Maybe balance isn't something you find. Maybe it's something you protect. And protecting it might look like going to the doctor's appointment, taking your lunch break, leaving work on time, calling that friend you've been meaning to call, or simply admitting, I'm tired, without apologizing for it. Thanks for hanging out with me today on The Balance Recruiter. If today's version of balance looks like putting yourself back on your own list, that's enough. And maybe this week, instead of asking yourself, how much more can I give? Ask yourself, what have I stopped giving myself? Because your value has never been measured by how much of yourself you can sacrifice. New episodes drop every Monday, so we can start the week off strong together. Be sure to follow, share, leave a rating if this episode resonated with you. It helps this little space reach the people who need it most. Remember, burnout is real, balance is the goal, and I'm somewhere in between. And I'd like to leave you with this reminder. The goal isn't to prove you're irreplaceable at work. The goal is to stop replacing yourself in your own life. I always say, you've got one body, one mind. Be sure to take care of it. And I'll see you on the next episode.